Stoked to be the Stokes with Brian and Ariana. It's about to get real, you better believe me. Just got married, trying to make it through life. See, with
faith, honesty, and respect, we'll get through anything.
Stoked to be the Stokes, yeah. Yes, we are. Stoked to be the Stokes, yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Stoked to be the Stokes with Brian Lamar Stokes.
And Ariana Stokes.
This is the place where we talk all things love, faith, honesty, and respect.
Yes.
This episode, we're going to start off with WAP.
WAP.
You don't even know the song. But WAP seems like everybody's talking about it.
Everybody don't need it. Well, everybody can talk about it if they want to.
Very
America.
Colorful. What did you think about it as a whole, as a Christian?
Oh, as a Christian? Just kidding. Everything is filtered through my Christian.
As a Christian woman, wife, entrepreneur, what do they call you guys? Woman of the millennium.
What did I think about it? Well, okay, Brian was watching it first, or listening to it, or something, and you said, whoa, these lyrics are very explicit. And I was like, what is it? He was like, some new song called WAP, Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. So I was like, oh, okay, like let me go listen to it, see if we can add it to our fun playlist. And I went to listen to it. I don't think I made it all the way through, not because it was too vulgar, just because I was like, okay, I get the gist. I've heard enough. Maybe I wasn't in that mood at the time, so I was like, okay. So before we shot this, Brian was like, go watch the whole video. I'm like, I got my baby here. What can we be watching WAP all willy nilly?
Put in the AirPods.
We put on some baby bum, but I went and watched the video. And I don't know, I just wasn't impressed. Like, I didn't feel one way or another. I was like, first of all, the colors. I don't know if this gym is everywhere, but if you're in Tampa, I think it's called UFit gym. They have the same color scheme. So that's what I was thinking when I was watching it. I'm like, oh, this looked like the gym. The same colors, it's purple and green. And it just wasn't all that creative. They was in the gym for sure because
they was working out.
They were working out. It wasn't all that creative. So, I think because I've been watching, we saw Black is King. A lot of creative elements. That was amazing. Some parts I didn't like. But overall, I was like, ooh, visually this is stimulating. When I saw the video for WAP, I'm like, so y'all, she's in this stage now where she likes to talk when we talk, and we always talking. So bear with us. We encourage her to explore.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah.
Right.
So yeah, when I was like watching it, I think I was just kind of like, okay, typical booty shaking video. It wasn't as bad as Uncut, but it also wasn't.
No, it was bad. Back in the day, BET Uncut, they wasn't even showing much because it was just like, this is just what it is for the 90s. Absolutely.
They wasn't showing much?
They wasn't showing much.
You watched the Uncut that came on at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, they wasn't showing much. You couldn't show it on TV. It wasn't like it was HBO.
They were showing more than WAP. I'll say that, and I'll leave it there from what I heard and what I know.
From what you heard and what you know.
Yes. So
more than the videos, did you like the video or did you not like the video? I just thought that the conversation about the video was more than what the video was. To me.
Maybe I haven't been following. I've seen people talk about should Christians be watching it? And also, should black people be watching it? Because we're trying to be empowered and y'all are taking us back to the twerk days. I don't know. I mean,
all y'all been doing is twerking.
It's a mood.
Everything I do on TikTok is twerking.
Sometimes we in the mood to march. Sometimes we in the mood to twerk. Sometimes we in the mood to worship. I mean, it's a lot of different moods. That's. Maybe I shouldn't be speaking on that.
No, clearly, because your bedroom life should be exciting if you're married.
Everybody's different in that area too. I can only speak for the Stokes.
Mm-hmm.
We like to have fun. So I'm gonna keep it. And what did you say? You can't do much with a dap.
With a what?
You don't need a WAP. You don't need a WAP. You didn't get hit by no dap.
Right.
Girl.
Cool.
What did you think about it?
I thought the video was very colorful.
You keep saying colorful.
Because that's what it was. I was literally, maybe because I don't be so deep into. No. I like pop culture and whatever, but I'm like, maybe I'm not so deep into videos and whatnot. So when I saw that, I said, oh, okay. And I didn't know what it meant. I'm like, wow, what are we going to be talking about?
Oh, because you heard the edited version.
And I was like, okay. And then when I heard the edited version first, and I was just like,
you heard WAP.
wet and gushy. So something's not right here because that's a G. Let me go see this, what this real version about. Then I heard, I said, oh wow. Oh wow. But just overall, I thought it was more, I'm not gonna say I had more fun. I thought it was more interesting about the comments about it, how they're supposed to be, what's it called? Not mentors, what is it called? They're supposed to be, you know,
like
not influence. What's the word? Come
role
on.
models?
Role models and all that. I'm like, y'all was never using Cardi B or Meg Thee Stallion as a role model for whatever.
Unless you're trying to learn some moves.
Unless you're trying to learn some, like,
in which case,
raise your own kids and raise them how you want to. And if you grown, because the people that's online, that's my age, both of y'all are my age. I'm like, raise your kids how you gonna raise them. And clearly you watched it, and clearly you thought you was gonna like something out of it, and clearly you were listening to Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion before because you was on it. So you got something to say about it and the negativity about it, but you're watching it. You are engaging in it.
I'm wondering if some of the people who are commenting actually watched it. I think based on some of the comments I've read, and I've just been skimming because some folks get just a little too.
Be deep. They so deep.
I'm
drowning.
The deep is okay. I think it's just like sometimes it just sounds so judgmental that I'm like, okay, have your views, but like, you know, we have our views and you have your views. We respect it. But some of the things I was reading, I was kind of like, okay, like great, that's great for you, but like, are you saying this should be the standard or this? I don't know. I think it really just depends. Everyone's in different places, so I don't know if there's like even a bar. I mean, they just doing what they do. Cardi and Meg, that's what they've been doing. They ain't putting out nothing new. And if they talk about something meaningful, like go out to vote, this does not negate that message.
It does not at all.
If they talk about Jesus saves, that don't negate. You know. I don't know.
People are trying to drag you and say that it's
Meg.
And
I learned the whole dance routine from Meg's TikTok
I remember
dance.
Savage, the best Savage out. If you haven't watched it, go up 3 videos and you'll see it. But I think it's cool. Just as a married person, I'm like, because I love Jesus. One, I love to worship with my wife. If you catch what I mean. 2, and we vote.
What
3.
about the single folks? Are you trying to say single folks shouldn't be watching no WAP?
They can do what they want. Y'all live with y'all life, do what y'all want. Wherever it leads you, that's how it leads you. Single folks, I don't know. Just don't let it lead you down the dark hole.
Wherever it leads you, that's how it leads you. That's the whole message right there. 'Cause that's true. There's no lie in that. I know me as a single person, I probably could not have been watching WAP just because of my own vices. That would not have been healthy for me. But yeah, everybody's different. Everybody's different. I ain't here to judge. I'm just glad I'm married. That's all.
Okay. Another thing that we saw, was it this past week? Again, we talked about this before, but it seems like it keeps coming up. And Bree, oh my gosh,
don't do that. I say no, don't do that. So y'all talk all day and I don't say nothing.
Another thing that you want me to hold you? You want mommy? Another thing, you got my baby snot nose up on this camera. Lord have mercy if her grandmother see her.
I'll say it. Okay, so in one of the like groups that I'm in or whatever, a topic of discussion came up about splitting the bill, and we touched on it in a previous episode, I think briefly. But I was really surprised by some of the responses because when we talked about it in our last episode, you know, we talked about that time that I had some friends in town. Brian was meeting them. We went out. You know, I think we were either vegan at the time or we were fasting intermittently or something.
We were saving for a wedding.
We were engaged at the time?
I thought we were. Yes, we were saving for a wedding. We're about to get married.
Oh, we were engaged at the time. But that's not why we ordered meatless spaghetti.
It must
have been some reason.
Stop, because you're making it boring, Ariana.
Okay,
we're talking about splitting the no. We're talking about splitting
because
you're talking about splitting the bill, not between me and you, between
right,
when you go with a group of friends.
What we got something simple. It was literally pasta and sauce, no meat. That was it. It was like $18 a plate. I think we split the plate. Long story short, at the end, we each got $18 pasta and sauce. Wow.
Sure did.
Okay, and so at the end of the bill, everyone wanted to just split it evenly, even though we did not eat or drink or appetize evenly. So Brian was like, "Y'all, your friends are crazy. Like, we ain't never going out with them again. This is how it's gonna be because it's not complicated. You pay for your stuff, I pay for my stuff, like them and us." Which we learned after that. Just tell the waitress in the beginning, "Hey, we're separate. Just remember that. If you don't remember nothing else tonight, we're separate." So I'm reading the comments in this group, and a lot of people were like, "Yeah, we can split it because eventually it balances out." Or, "Oh, if I know the people and we're all cool, it'll come back around. We'll cover each other. We'll cover it this time, and the next couple will cover it the next time." And I was like, what kind of friends y'all got? Because maybe we just don't be around the right people. Because I ain't never. Is that a package?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never felt comfortable covering the bill for the whole table, trusting that the exact same people gonna be at the next one and it's just gonna come back around. Why are you looking like that?
Because you try to explain stuff like in a very clean way, but it got to the point. It was just like a long way around it. My question for you guys out there is, let's not say close best friends. If you're going out with a group of people, do you automatically just split the bill down the middle every single way? No matter what people got to drink, no matter what appetizers they got, no matter what food they got, would you do that? Would you do that?
So you posed the question. I was giving the background.
But in the beginning, I wanted to explain it my way because you just explained it nice because it's your raggedy friends.
Oh, because you said that's
what I'm saying.
And I let you run.
That's what I'm saying.
So this time, yeah.
I barely run.
If you want to hear Brian's explanation, y'all can go back to the episode where he ran my friends down. But yes, I
didn't run them down. I just was very confused, and I do believe that it could be an LA thing, but I don't know. I could have ran them down. It could have been an LA thing, but when it came up again, and people are literally like, yes, when you go out with people, it's just a split thing. It's a broke mentality. If you do, I'm like,
those people.
If I don't drink, and I got an appetizer, and my food came out to $25, but y'all over here getting these $12 drink, and appetizer on appetizer because it's a good night for y'all. This, that, the third, and the bill come out, and $30 of the bill is mine. But what's the math with the other stuff? And I'm like, and it's like a $600 bill because it's a group of friends. You expect me to divide it between, exactly, Drew. You expect me to pay that? I just don't get the logic in that when people say that. That's all.
Yeah, but in all fairness, the responses I was reading from this particular group was like, oh, if we know the people we're going with and we know we always go out together, then it's no big deal. Likely we're all kind of getting the same kind of things, or, you know, it's going to come back around, so one family will cover it, and then the next time you go out, the next. We just haven't had that experience where we're regularly going out with people, like a weekly couples night out or something like that. Maybe then that would be different. But then I'm like, well, what if one night we go, you know, to like a fancy Italian restaurant, and then the next time the couple is trying to host it at the ice cream shop? That's not fair. So I just think we're gonna stick to our own bill, just for the sake of maintaining friendships.
Yeah, but
is this gonna rub off your beard? Keeps hitting.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Okay, yeah, we'll see. I just noticed it was like close up.
But please let us know when you guys go out. Now, if it's my best friend, I don't really care. We'll go back and forth, whatever. But just it a lot of times people are trying. Well, not now in the pandemic, but before it's like couples want to get together, and it's just like, okay, who's paying?
Thank God for Cash App and Venmo. And
I don't even want to do. I don't even want to do that because I don't want to write it down and do the math. I don't want to put the calculator on the phone. I don't want to do. Just y'all do you, you do me. That's how we live life. That's how we live life.
You agree? That's true. Because some people do it because some restaurants don't split bills. I found that in California, not as much anywhere else. That's why you got to tell them early when you get seated, like, sir, come here. Whatever you do, it's going to be at least one separate bill. That's us. And we haven't had a problem since we've started doing that.
Nope.
Yeah. So let us know what y'all do or what y'all think is right, because I'm finding a lot more people are okay with splitting the bill than what I knew, which is totally fine. But if you ever go out with us, just know our bill is already taken care of. You don't have to factor it into the total. Divide by nothing, carry anything.
That's true. That's true. But oftentimes we do cover people. As I'm led by the Spirit, I do that. That is true.
Thankfully, he hasn't led us recently. We haven't been out.
Because we haven't been out. But you go, what? But go ahead. Move on. Okay. Move on. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. The other thing, okay, so this has been a topic I don't know how many of you guys watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. It comes on OWN. I think it comes on Saturdays, and it's on like its second or third season. Features 3 different couples.
Second season.
Oh, because the first one was split, so it felt like 2. It's on its second season. 3 different couples, African American couples, who they do like a real estate business together. They're trying to like develop part of Huntsville, but now somehow it's into all the messy drama of the marriages and friendships and whatnot. It started off really clean and like Black power, empowering the community economically, etc., etc. So some things have come up recently. I won't give y'all the whole backstory because Brian say I be taking y'all around the bush too much. But recently it came up where two couples had a falling falling out. Their kids are friends, and although the couples aren't talking, the friends, the children, wanted to have the enemy's children at their birthday party. So they decided to invite them. The parents are debating whether or not to let them go, and one of the mother-in-laws is like, why would you let your children go to people's house who you're not even talking to, who you don't even consider friends?
Not the house, skating rink. The party's at the skating rink.
Oh, skating rink. Okay, well, with them. Why would you let them go with them?
You try to make everything soft.
Sorry, I was picturing...
Adding all this sugar. Come on, get to it. Hit it, bong,
Whatever.
Hit it. Let people know.
So, okay, I'm gonna be like, Brian, so our question is,
That's how my question is,
what would you do if you had fallen out with a couple and your children were invited to their children's birthday outing, or we won't even get into sleepover, just birthday outing at not their house, at another place.
And their children are best friends.
Oh, they're best friends?
Mm-hmm. It appears to be that way. That's how they're presenting it.
Okay. So, would you let them go or not? So, you hypothetically, Sophie, you ain't going nowhere no time soon. She got no friends but us. How do you feel about that?
I would show up. For the kids, I always put the kids first. If they ain't like, do nothing, like if we ain't like fight, you spat on me or drag my name through the mud or something that.
No. They drug their name.
Oh, definitely.
They didn't spit on them, but they drug their name. They threatened them, and they've been really messy. She had her thrown out of an event in front of other
that is
people.
True.
They've been really nasty towards each other and have not been speaking. And then one called the other to say, "Hey, we're having a birthday party. So and so wanted your daughter to come. Just letting you know you're welcome to come."
That's tough. Because on one hand, I don't want my kids to be around people like that, but on the other hand, it's just a party. They're not going to engage with the family learning stuff. So you just be playing with the kids. I say, don't ruin the kids' childhood just because something between the adults. It seems like they're going to come around, but in that moment, I probably would let them go if they consider themselves to be great friends. I would put the kids first in that, just to let them do the 2-hour party. She said the party is from 12 to 2. We will get there at 12:30, and we'll be leaving at 1:30.
Not even 1:45. You want a whole, at least give the time.
I gave the kid.
Oh, it's a bowling alley. Bowling alley.
If
you want time for them to at least get to play a whole game and eat some of the cake and pizza. You don't want to be the kid who comes late and leaves early because your mama said it's time to go.
I'm not the kid. She's the kid. The child.
Me personally, I'd be okay with it.
Okay, it's your turn, Mama.
I'd be okay with it as long as I was there. I don't think I would allow any unsupervised time. So like it can't be like, oh, it's a pool party, I'll drop you off and pick you up. Or, oh, definitely not a sleepover. Only because if you're behaving in a way that I don't agree with and I already know you don't like me, who knows what you're going to say around my child. I don't need my child in grown folks' business. I don't need them hearing any unsavory conversation.
True. Oh, she wants the mic. Oh, no.
You want the mic?
She wants what's under your mic.
Say pass the mic. Pass the mic. Here you go.
Make sure we ain't showing too much on this bad boy.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to get this cord out her hands. Yes. Oh, you know what I have for you? Your phone. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's my view. I wouldn't. That's my view. Yeah, I wouldn't take it so seriously that my child can't go and play with them, because then they'll probably know something's up. Then now they're the ones not included, and now everyone's talking about the birthday party. They didn't get to go. I don't want my child to feel punished.
Right. That's a good point. That is a good point. That is a good point.
So that's my view. But let us know, especially those of you who have children of age to be going places and things like that. What say ye, or if you've had that experience before? Just curious to know. So
let us know about WAP. Let us know about how you split the bill when you go out with groups of people and or friends. And let us know if you would let your kids go to a party in which somebody drags your name through the mud.
And let us know if you watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, because y'all, that is my show.
You should. It is a good show.
It's some conversation worthy situations that come up in regards to marriage and friendship, but mostly marriage. And I feel like it's very real. I don't think it's just put on. So let us know also if you have any other shows to watch, because we still under quarantine. I'm starting to feel it a little bit more. So yeah. But okay, this was quick enough. Look, we
look at that, perfect. So thank you for tuning in to another episode of Stoked to be the Stokes with Brian Lamar Stokes
and Ariana Stokes.
Remember, with love,
faith,
honesty,
and respect,
we'll get through anything. Peace out.